doing a little bit of turret reloading of the 223. There's the Loadmaster. Got it set up for 9mm right now. You can see I've been playing. What we've got here is I got my Hornady powder thrower and the Lyman T-Mag press, both of them installed. And what I've got here, this is a bunch of prepped brass 223, already been primed. It's within spec on the length. They've not been, most of these haven't been trimmed, so there's, you know, about 10,000 variants between them, but that's all right for what I'm doing. They're all within the acceptable limits. Then here's a few I've already done, just getting everything set up. On the T-Mag, what I actually do, this is one of the older style and doesn't have the handle. Right here is where the priming arms could go, and they've got Allen keys or Allen screws that let you secure and adjust that priming arm. Over here is a prime example. Sorry, pardon the pun. That will go in there and hang down, and that's part of your priming system. Well, what I've done, this is just a flathead screwdriver, and I just take it and I'll secure it in there, and that gives me a handle to turn that with. It's a little easier when you're trying to work fast and grabbing hold of this whole thing all the time. Gives you something, you know, positive and repeatable to grab a hold of. Over here is my bin that I'm pulling my 223 rounds from. These are 55 grain Hornady full metal jackets. I've got just a couple more there. So anyways, that's it's a pretty good setup. What you'll see me doing is this right here is actually a neck sizing die and decapper. I won't be using that right now, but so far I've found that with my Stag 3G, with its chambering with 5.56 chambering, I've not found anything so far that won't chamber when run through this die. Even brass that was fired in another gun, it was fire formed by another gun, and then I only neck sized it, my Stag 3G will still run it. And that's kind of a unique thing, you know, at least from what I've heard. Right here is an RCBS. This is a Lee, by the way. This is an RCBS seating die, and this is a Lee factory crimp die. So these are the two stations I'm going to be using, at least for what, you know, we've got going on right here. The powder that I'm using is Hogden, however it is you say it, CFE 223. This is their new powder. It's not just for 223. It is a phenomenal powder for all kinds of rifle applications. The only other powder that I prefer to use for 223, I like Alliance AR Comp for cold weather. It does phenomenal in cold weather. Every other powder I've ever used in cold weather has been, it almost, I mean like below freezing cold weather, it almost makes a goo residue. I mean it's just dirty nasty. That AR Comp, it is as clean as it can be when it's cold. It makes good velocity. It's just a good powder. Now this CFE 223, what that is copper fouling eraser. It actually, after you run a good bit of it, it is designed to where it actually helps clean the bore, and it makes real good velocity. It's a really good powder, and it's not too expensive. I've done a little bit, excuse my dirty windowsill there, I've done a little bit of experimentation with Reloader 10X. It works alright. Doesn't make real good velocity necessarily. I've used BLC2. You know, I actually take that back, because BLC2 is a very good powder as well. I like it. And I've used Varget and you know, a few other ones, but I've come back to, I like the CFE 223, I like the AR Comp, and I like the BLC2. I forgot about that one. But anyways, I'm gonna put this down and get it on the tripod, and we'll film loading a little bit of 223 on the Lyman T-Mag.